What are y'all doing? It's baseball, softball season, and gardening season around here, so that means I ain't got time to really cook good fancy dinners. So let's make some Crockpot meatball subs. Now y'all, I ain't much on Crockpot meals. They just ain't my favorite, but these are pretty good. We're gonna keep it simple and easy and quick, because that's what we need. I use a bag of frozen meatballs. I think that was a 32 ounce. That's fine. It's fine. Put it in your pot. Now we need sauce. You could use a jar of just regular marinara sauce if you really wanna keep this simple and easy. Go get you a jar of marinara sauce. It's fine. I don't have any marinara sauce and I didn't want to go buy some, so I'm gonna make some. Normally I'd use a jar of crushed tomatoes, but guess what? I don't have a jar of crushed tomatoes, and my crushed tomatoes that I canned last summer, I'm out of. So we're using a jar of diced tomatoes, and we're gonna make them crushed. We're just gonna dump them in a food processor. Ta-da! Diced tomatoes is now crushed tomatoes, or blended. Now you need your 6-ounce can of tomato paste. We're gonna put the whole can in there. We're gonna add in 1 small diced onion. You could saute this down and soften it up a little bit before you put it in here if you wanted to. I just dice mine really fine, that way it cooks down. I'll add some Italian seasoning. I don't know how much, just season with your heart. Add a little garlic powder, because garlic powder goes on everything. Mince you up 2 garlic cloves. A little salt, maybe a ½ teaspoon or so. Some black pepper. I also like to add in a little bit of crushed red pepper, but we don't tell the kids that. We're gonna put a pinch of sugar and about 3/4 cup of water. Just give this a stir and make certain everything's mixed up really well, and those meatballs are covered. You're gonna either turn it and cook it on high for 4 hours or on low for 6 hours, or until your sauce is nice and bubbly and those meatballs are heated up all the way through. They're bubbling and those meatballs are done. Now that your meatballs are done, grab you a sub roll. We're gonna spread a little bit of butter on the inside of these rolls, and we're gonna throw them in the oven to toast slightly. Nice and toasted. I like a lot of cheese on mine, all right? So I like to take a little handful of mozzarella and put on my bread before I add the meatballs. Then you're gonna add you a couple meatballs in there. About 4 to 5, depending on how big your bun is. Or more if you like a lot of balls. We're gonna sprinkle the meatballs with a little bit more cheese. Well, a lot more cheese. Not a little, a lot more cheese. I'm using mozzarella and some Parmesan. Now that I've got this all nice and cheesy, I'm gonna throw it back in the oven and let all this cheese melt, okay? Oh, boys. I think I'm gonna have to let this sucker cool off a little bit.